All right, so it was the Game Boy's 30th anniversary last week. It was released on April 21st, 1989. Obviously, like, makes us feel super old. That's like kind of a corny thing to say, but whenever I read that, I actually did feel like really, really old. The Game Boy played a huge role in my childhood. It probably played a large role in your guys' too. I know that we've all talked about having them, but just like playing them on long trips to vacation in the car. And it introduced me to Pokemon, which is like was my favorite series. Like I loved playing Pokemon on the Game Boy, Pokemon Blue, all the way. But I thought it'd be nice just like to kind of go through some of our favorite games and favorite memories with the Game Boy. Obviously not a lot of people play them now, but like, I mean, they were awesome, right? At least from my perspective.
They were really awesome, Matt. They were the most awesome.
They were.
Game Boy Color.
Awesome.
That was my Christmas present. I don't know, maybe it was like 4 or 5 or something when the Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue version. I remember it very fondly. That was an amazing Christmas. I would remember that forever. But the Game Boy, it definitely had its flaws, and I would say batteries would probably be the biggest obstacle that people probably just don't even have to contend with that really anymore. Everything is kind of like charge on its own. I still remember when my dad would get all annoyed with me that I'd be swapping out all the batteries on the remote controls,
the TV remotes.
Yep. Because you had to play.
Yeah, your battery light would start getting like real dim. I'd be like, how much time do I have left? It's like a ticking time bomb.
The lighting was also, for as great as the Game Boy was, I had that little
get a worm light
attachment.
Bro.
Yeah, the worm light.
Worm light.
Man, that would suck your battery dry.
Worm light was so good. I still use a worm light for my Samsung Galaxy S8. Yeah, it really lights it up. Fits right in your pocket.
Worm light,
on the go.
Oh no!
Well, like at the time, like that was like cutting edge shit,
Oh yeah,
that's about like
it was the coolest thing when I got my light, dude. I was pumped.
Yep. No more sleeping. You could play Game Boy whenever you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, my dad would poke in at night. He'd go to bed, throw a rock at me.
I would hit you with your pet rock.
Yeah, my bed rock. Put me right to
bed. As far as games go, like I was really trying to think back at like what I used to play, and I mean, obviously my fondest memory is Pokemon. I mean, it's like not even close. But I remember like I used to play the Pokemon trading card game too, which I remember it was like a black cartridge. Like I love that game. Did you guys have that?
Yeah.
It was the best.
That's because like whenever I collected the cards as a kid, like no one knew what the fuck to do with them or how to play it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just had like it's just like you had Charizard, you're a badass. But like that actually taught me what the fuck to do.
Yep.
Like how to play it.
I never had a Charizard to this day. Like I kind of feel neglected. Yeah.
I feel like most people probably didn't.
Dude.
I
don't know if we're gonna be friends anymore.
Oh,
I didn't have one.
I mean, not all of us, like had a money tree out in the backyard.
Well, I was in my infant brain. I liked Bulbasaur because my favorite color was blue.
Did you pick Bulbasaur in the games?
Bulbasaur's green, bro.
Yeah, Bulbasaur's green.
No, I meant Squirtle. I meant Squirtle. No, I did pick Bulbasaur. Never mind.
No way.
Squirtle was. I mean, the game Squirtle was the Bulbasaur one. Was there a green one?
No,
yeah, there was no green cartridge.
No, I think it was a Japan thing.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Green came out way later.
Japan Leaf Green came out later.
Did you guys ever play the Final Fantasy Legend? They had 1, 2, and 3.
I did, yeah. Those weren't that great.
No, they weren't. But I played the shit out of those, dude.
Now, a great gem on the Game Boy, RPG wise, was Golden Sun. That was a great game.
Oh yeah, that was a really good one.
And then one that probably most people didn't play that was very Pokemon-esque. Really popular franchise, Dragon Warrior, but Dragon Warrior Monsters was like a Pokemon style game. It was amazing. It was a lot more in depth.
I remember playing the original Zelda.
I had Zelda. I think I had like Link's Awakening. If that's even a title for a Zelda game, I think that's what I had. It was so hard though, I never could beat it.
I couldn't either. That game was really tough.
You guys got baby brain.
I mean, I would always hit this point where I had no idea where to go. It would be I like go through like the third temple or something, and I just like couldn't figure it out. And I feel like a lot of people probably had that same problem.
I remember with the Final Fantasy, the Legend games, my brother would always make fun of me because I would get to a point, I'd get pretty far in the game, and then I'd get to where like the bosses got exceptionally hard. And I'd be like begging him, crying, like, help me beat this boss. I know you beat it. He'd be like, no, you gotta figure it out your own way, boy.
There's no way Josh beat anything.
He had the guide out. But isn't that kind of funny that it kind of like speaks to games in general now, that how linear everything is today, but back then, like, games were really RPGs in general, they were all pretty like open world-esque, I guess. Not a lot of direction, that kind of thing. You could very easily just get lost, go to the wrong place,
and then get crushed by like random encounters. You know what I mean? Like you would like be in a really hard area, and that's how you know to get the hell out. You fight something that like dusts you.
Really the only way. Maybe that's why Pokemon was probably so popular, because it was so like
streamlined.
Yeah, there wasn't like a lot of story to really.
Yeah, they didn't let you go till like at least halfway to 3/4 of the way through the game.
They kind of explain like, oh, you need like the cut ability to chop this tree down to get to this new like pass. You had like a pretty like clear cut objective at any point in time. Like, oh, I need to get the next gym badge. But memories of there was a lot of great games, but Game Boy.
I'm trying it now. I feel kind of silly because I feel like I've played a bunch of games.
I know I had like a Super Mario game that I used to play a lot, just like a normal one, and then I had it was like Super Mario Brothers Deluxe or something. I forget what it was called. And then I know I had a Kirby one too. Like Kirby's Dream Land 2 or something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But I mean, like, I really liked that game.
You had Final Fantasy IV. Amazing game.
They had Final Fantasy IV?
Do they have Do they have Donkey Kong Country on Game Boy?
Maybe. I don't think I had that one.
I remember like there was like a Wario game too. You could be like Wario instead of Mario.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that as well.
It was Mario Kart out?
No, I think that was newer.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Oh, Tetris.
Yeah,
that's a game. Tetris. That is a game.
That's a game, yeah.
Oh, how about Dr. Mario?
Yeah, Dr. Mario.
Was that on Game Boy? Or are we talking about
that was original?
Games?
That was a Nintendo game originally, but then it did come out on Game Boy. I love that game.
Super Smash Brothers Melee.
That was a great one.